starring Ronald, documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of the Ronald Show, Ronald.
Now you can have porch swings and cool breezes wherever you go. Introducing Louisiana Iced Tea, now in a bottle. It's made the right way with 100% natural brewed tea, pure spring water, and no preservatives. Louisiana Authentic Southern Iced Tea. Find your front porch.
What if a government intelligence analyst from the Pentagon is forced to save mankind from extinction and the world from destruction, but first he must evolve into the Messiah and create the plan to save the world? The 21st century Messiah arrives, battles dark forces, and sparks the Armageddon that leads to the apocalypse, rapture, the 2012 pole shift, and extraterrestrial contact. Buy the book today by Ronald Farnham at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The Second Coming of the Messiah, Book 1, The Awakening. Hi, I'm Ronald, and welcome back to The Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. Today is April 3rd, 2011, and I am feeling great. I just finished my P90X workout. And I know it seems like this show might be about P90X, but it's not really. It's just about me, Ronald. That's why it's called The Ronald Show. My thoughts, my life, things that are going on. And I just started day 1 of week 4 of P90X, and I did Yoga X, and it was difficult, but it wasn't as difficult as it was the last time I did it. So I'm getting better. I'm noticing improvements. I'm feeling good. My clothes are fitting better. I'm sweating a lot. I'll tell you what, when you do Yoga X, you sweat. Have you tried to quit smoking and tried again, but you just cannot do it? Give your lungs a break with Smokies, the next best thing to quitting. Simply place the plastic filter on your cigarette and smoke as usual. Smokies does the work for you, filtering out up to 90% of the tar and nicotine without changing the taste of your cigarette. Up to 90% less tar means healthier lungs and easier breathing. Smokies cigarette filters, the next best thing to quitting. Really. Smokies is available now at these locations.
Now available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble is Harry Johnson, Diary of a Gigolo Porn Star. The crazy adventure of a 1951-born male in Beaufort, Georgia with a 2-foot penis that grows to 3 feet. He goes on to become an international porn star after becoming a war hero in Vietnam. Get it today at Amazon or Barnes & Noble.
This is The Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. And I had an interesting weekend. Today is Sunday, April 3rd, 2011. It's right around late. It's late. It's about a little after. It might even be 1 in the morning. Anyway, Friday I went down to Miami Friday night, and I filmed in a movie right there near the University of Miami. And I stayed over at the director's house, and we hung out, we talked movies, we kind of worked on a character that I was playing, and then the next day, Saturday, I went in and nailed out all my scenes. We shot right there on the University of Miami campus, right in front of the main library, and that was a lot of fun. I think this is, it's going to be a good film that this director put together. His name is Evan, and the film was called Time for a Change, and I play Frankie. And I had a good role. It was about time travel and the mafia. Anyway, it was interesting. I had fun. I didn't sleep much, but I had a good time. And I'll tell you what, there were some hard-working filmmakers down there in Miami.
Have you ever wanted to write a book? Have you ever wanted to write a screenplay? Have you ever wanted to have your great movie idea turned into a screenplay, turned into a movie, turned into a book, and distributed all over the world? Well, now you can learn how to do it with the great new book by Ronald, How to Write a Screenplay in 30 Days or Less. It includes the logline, theme, synopsis, outline, and screenplay of the three magic questions. Learn how to write a screenplay in 30 days or less, or your money back. Get it today at Amazon or Barnes & Noble.
Baseball season has started, and the Yankees got beat today by the Detroit Tigers. I am a Yankees fan, have been. I was born in New York, raised in Florida, spent a lot of my summers and winters up in New York, going up to the Catskills, to Lake Chappaneck. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it. It's in Catskill. It's in a town called East Durham. It's right near the Zoom Flume Water Park. I don't know if Lake Chappaneck is open anymore. It's owned by a family named Zune. Got a lot of great memories there. Horseback riding, playing in the pool, ringing the bell at midnight, different things like that. A lot of fun. A lot of friends, a lot of girlfriends I had there. A lot of cousins and relatives and pictures, and we had a good time. There might even be a picture. I might even post a couple of pictures from my Chappaneck days on there. And then I also spent a lot of time in Long Island, out in Westbury and Merrick. Had a girlfriend in Franklin Square. Spent a lot of time in Franklin Square. Yeah, that was a good time. Good times. And then also in Queens, Maspeth, in Queens. Spent a lot of time there, 6059th Street. And used to hang out in a place called Pebble Land that only certain people knew about, Pebble Land. We would walk around there. It was kind of a cool little secret place to go, kind of a getaway. I had a lot of good times in New York, so I'm a Yankees fan. Mark Teixeira has started off the season hot. I think he might have 2 home runs already. Cano's got a couple of home runs. Jorge Posada, I think he hit 2 home runs today. He's their DH, and they have a really good catcher. Martin, I think is his name, Russell Martin. So the Yankees have a little bit of a new look. They got A-Rod playing third, Jeter at short, Cano at second, Teixeira at first. I think they got Granderson playing center field. They got Andrew Jones. I'm telling you, I think Kevin Long is going to do a really good job with Andrew Jones and get him grooving the ball, and he is going to be an amazing Yankee player for the next several years to come. You watch. I think he's 34 years old. He's got a great... He's always been a low average hitter, like 230 to 260, but he's got a high home run potential. He hit 51 home runs about 5 years ago. So he's been like 30, 40, 50 home run guy, 28, 30. So when Kevin Long gets him on track, that guy's going to be a dangerous hitter again, and he's going to be a force to reckon with, and he might even take over the DH position when Jorge Posada retires. But Jorge, now that he's not catching, that guy might hit 45, 50 home runs this year. He's a great hitter. So, and then they got, I don't know if they have Shane Spencer anymore. I'm not sure. They might. Anyway, I'll have to take a look at the lineup again, but they got a good lineup. And Sabathia, they got CC Sabathia, they got AJ Burnett, they've got Phil Hughes, they got Bartolo Colon in the bullpen, they got Felix, I don't know who they're, I know they still got Mariano Rivera, and they got a couple of new people in the bullpen. I wasn't really in agreement with them getting rid of Kerry Wood. I thought he was good in the playoffs last year, but I guess it didn't work out. Maybe they'll sign him again later on in the offseason, let him chill for a few months, and then once August and September come, they can sign him, and then he can be a solid guy in October for them, because I know they're going to go to the playoffs. They're starting off pretty hot, and if Teixeira gets hot early, and it seems like the whole team is going to be firing on all cylinders, and I have a feeling they're going to probably go. I wouldn't be surprised if they won 15, 20 games this month and they had the best record in baseball going into May, and they were the team to beat. I mean, they always are, you know, and I think Derek Jeter's really stepping up as a team captain and a leader, and those guys know how to win. They know how to win. Jeter knows how to win. Posada knows how to win. Joe Girardi, their manager, knows how to win. All right, so no doom and gloom today. Talking a little bit about sports, talking a little bit about the entertainment business, some films. I got a few things going on in the film industry. Oh, this Wednesday coming up, April 6th, I'm going over to Tampa to Ron Rose Studios, and I'm going to do some voiceover work for Louisiane, authentic Southern iced tea. Yeah, I'm the spokesperson for Louisiane, so brew yourself a pitcher, sit back, and find your front porch. Louisiane, authentic Southern iced tea. I'll be doing that on Wednesday in the voiceover booth. I got a few tags for me, so my agent called me this weekend, and she was like, "Hey, Louisiane wants you." I'm doing a Jacobs and Goodman commercial coming up, and I just went and auditioned for an H.H. Gregg commercial, so that's going pretty cool. That was a good audition with Marquee Entertainment. Those guys are cool. I know Jerry Eller said that there is a there's a entertainment company. I'm not going to mention their name, but they're looking for some morning content for Saturday mornings, and I have a brilliant idea, and I'm going to put that package together, and I'm going to get it to the executives, and that's going to be a hot show, and it's going to be kids entertainment for Saturday morning, and you watch. It's going to be a hit. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, but it's going to be a hit. Well, how's the world going? Politics? It's the same old story right now. We are bombing the shit out of people. Just dropping bombs. That's what the U.S. military does. That's what the Allied forces are doing. That's what NATO thinks is the best solution. Hey, if they're not going to do it the way we want them to do it, then let's just drop bombs on them and blow stuff up. I don't know, man. Is that mature? If I was a kindergartner, right, and and some kids were playing in the sandbox, and I didn't like the one kid who was the bully in the sandbox, and there were a bunch of other kids around hanging out, and the bully was kind of just talking loud and saying do this and do that, and I took a big pile of sand and started dropping sand bombs on his head and got everybody all sandy. Then I'd probably go to the principal's office, get in trouble, and they'd call my parents, and they'd say, "Hey, your son has got some kind of an issue. He was dropping sand on everybody. He got it all over the place." Well, the U.S. government and the NATO forces and those people dropping bombs, those are like a bad kid in kindergarten dropping sand bombs on everybody. It's the same thing. They're getting everybody dirty. It's just ugly. And I don't think in any circumstances it's right to kill people. And you don't solve a problem by killing people. You don't solve crimes by murdering people. I just don't see the sense in it. I've really thought about it. How much sense does it take to think that that throwing bombs on people makes sense?
I'm not an attorney, but I'm going to tell you something you really should know. If you're ever injured in an accident, your whole world is affected. You're physically in pain. The bills start piling up. It can be really confusing and frustrating. The attorneys at Jacobs and Goodman can help. Jacobs and Goodman has been representing injured people for over 30 years, and they'll aggressively seek the maximum compensation for your injuries. At Jacobs and Goodman, your case is handled by an attorney, not a caseworker. Accidents happen. Be prepared. Call 1-800-JACOBS-NOW anytime to speak with your attorney.
The host of the Ronald Show